Welcome to another edition of Shelter Food and Beer. Today we will be cooking an omelet. A very simple but needed skill for the kitchen. I'm a 2-egg omelet kind of guy. These are big eggs. And I do like to put just a touch of milk in it. You get your pan and your butter all nice and hot and ready for the egg, and you give this a really good stir. This is kind of key for making a nice light omelet, is to have it freshly stirred before you put it into the pan. Kind of aerates it. You want to break down your yolks so you get a nice, evenly cooked omelet. And right into the fire. As the omelet starts to cook on a medium heat, you just stand over it and you lift up the edges, letting the uncooked egg run underneath. Kind of doing it slow because I don't want to burn it. Everything's looking pretty good. Time for the flip. This is going to be a plain omelet that I fill in the center. It's the simplest omelet to cook rather than one where you put the ingredients in it. But let's give it a nice flip. I'm going to push the egg up the pan, and as it starts to raise up, I pull the pan back. It pulls the egg back toward me, and I land it gracefully into the pan. There you go. So now I flipped it. I turn off the heat. And I'm going to add in some seafood stew that I brought home from a Mexican restaurant last night. How do I do this? I'm going to roll it out halfway and then flop it over like that. I'll put some of this Gouda, spicy Gouda on it, and some crushed chips. I'm going to cheat because I don't want to fire up a broiler, and I'll just hit this to melt the cheese and heat up the chips in the microwave. A little fresh pineapple, cilantro, and cinnamon, and of course like to give it a little bit of heat. Voila. You can't call this shelter food and beer without a little beer. So I've placed a little Bloody Mary juice in the bottom of this glass, and I'm going to pour myself a nice ale. Beer for breakfast is okay if it's on your day off. Oh, you know that's good. Thanks for watching Shelter Food and Beer. Don't let the omelet flipping part of it intimidate you. You can always practice by getting a piece of bread, putting it in your skillet, and giving it a toss like this until you perfect it. Maybe when you get really good, you could do it with both hands. When you go to flip your eggs and you're new at it, bring your pan over to the sink and flip it there.